Hi everyone, I'm Melanie Aldred. I'm the owner-operator here at Teller in Brunswick East. So Teller's a modern day pub located just 5 kilometres out of Melbourne CBD, housed in a former bank. So this used to be the State Bank of Victoria back in the 1990s. The site was redeveloped in 2021. We have an array of different areas. We have front bar, a light-filled dining pavilion, private dining spaces, function spaces upstairs, and of course our laneway beer garden. When I was looking to upgrade our system, we were looking for a system that could offer a variety of sources in each area. I met the guys from Group Technologies, and from that I explained to them what my requirements were. They introduced me to Factory Sound, and together we all came up with a solution that suited our needs. They suggested the Australian brand Quest, which was extremely appealing to me, as I had used this brand in the past in a previous venue. I knew the quality was there, and I knew that it would be a product that would surpass what we were after. NST audio was suggested as the routing and control processor. It's extremely easy to navigate and very intuitive. It's as simple as coming in the morning, switching on the system, and the music starts, as all the rooms are already routed on their own preset. When we have events, we're able to switch the source to a custom input, allowing guests to have their own music selection.
So Teller is a wonderful restaurant that has all sorts of nooks and crannies, from small spaces to large spaces, private dining, relaxed dining, functions, and even outdoor spaces. So it was really important that we could curate the sound in those spaces independently and allow them to have local inputs and control that's separate from the other spaces. So at Teller we use the NST series processors to control the zoning and the speaker processing in all the zones of the venue. It's the first time we'd used the brand and we were very impressed with the sound quality. It's something that is seemingly fundamental for an audio processor to make the speakers and the amplifier choice sing as good as it can, and it certainly did that. It's been a very useful little device, works well in a restaurant scenario and would also translate well to a foreground music system with a big PA. Here at Factory Sound, we're a huge supporter of the Quest brand and their products, and have done since their inception more than 20 years ago. We have had nothing but great success with their products across a multitude of installations in hospitality, corporate, performance spaces, you name it. Across the ranges from the entry-level series being the MX boxes suitable for background music and lower-level volume applications, right through to the HBI series, which we've used in the large spaces at Teller to allow them to really get up and go for a large function with a rowdy DJ, for instance. So the HBI series takes care of that premium foreground application from Quest, and the MX series is the ubiquitous box across so many hospitality venues in Victoria now, because it's just the best sounding box for its price. Amplifiers are also from Quest for this project, and they're the newer series, the QX range of 4-channel amps, which, just like the NST processor, the primary reason for selecting those was their audio quality. In a very cluttered space that they play in with multi-channel amplifiers, they do stand apart as being much better sounding. And when you're talking about trying to maximise the overall sound quality of a venue, you're only as good as your lowest point, and often the amplifiers are the thing that can colour the sound. So we wanted to make sure at no point were we changing what was an excellent start position with the audio right through to the end. One of the fun parts of Teller is that it's an old bank, and an old bank is usually built with very solid walls and very difficult cable pathways, as you would imagine. So we had to be very tricky and creative about how we were able to install and retrofit a system to a very old building without it looking aesthetically wrong or being too noticeable. So that was a challenge for our install team that they met very well. And one of the things that helped was that the Quest speakers do have such a variety of mounting options, whether it be ceiling mount, wall mount, U-brackets, rigging. There's basically numerous ways to hang or mount all of their speakers, which is very useful because you can sort of think about it on site and work a project through without having to have only a few options at the start. One feature of Quest that stands it apart from its competitors is really that their boxes aesthetically just look lovely. They're just nice looking speakers, and it's hard to pinpoint why. I'm sure there's a whole bunch of science about that, but the reality is people just always like the look of the Quest speakers, and that really helps with places that are very particular about their aesthetic. So it's not a black room where the speakers are hidden and you don't see them. This was going to have the speakers on display, and yet the client was very particular about not having them change their aesthetic or the decor in the room. So we had to be very careful about what we put where, and also the colour. So having black and white options for all the models really did help.
Since having the speakers installed, we've had a noticeable amount of guests make comment on the quality of sound that the Quest speakers have delivered. Overall, I'm extremely impressed here. The system sounds fantastic. The patrons, the staff are equally impressed. Group Technologies and Factory Sound went above and beyond when it came to the design and the rollout of this system. Tala now has a fit-for-purpose solution, easy to navigate and perfect for our needs.